Would I work with him again? No.
No.
I would not work with him
that
again.
much vitriol.
Candace Owens is sharing her thoughts on who she thinks is the true villain in this Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case. She recently revealed that her source was alleging that everything started after Ryan Reynolds decided to stroll onto the movie set one day and review the dailies. The dailies being raw footage that is recorded the day of. Candace says that the Deadpool star took a look at the script and something set him off. Her source also claims that the production assistant overheard Ryan and Blake having an argument in her trailer. Candace added that her source also claimed that Ryan Reynolds went to the WME talent agency and gave them an ultimatum demanding they drop Baldoni. Here's what I think likely happened, Candace Owens wrote. My opinion, Ryan Reynolds is grossly insecure. This in part motivated by the fact that he dates and married women who are almost a decade younger than him. She also went on to draw connections to Reynolds' professional life, claiming he used his on-screen characters to take jabs at others, pointing at TJ Miller's 2022 remarks on the Adam Carolla show where the Deadpool 2 actor described uncomfortable moments working with Ryan. In this interview, Miller basically says that Ryan was horrifically mean to him. And let's just watch the video where he describes this moment that he had with Ryan Reynolds and says that it was quite awkward.
Kate thinks Kate thinks he's super frenemy with me, or even just that he hates me. I could see him hating me. And I think it's weird that he hates me. And I think some people...
Do you know he hates
We
you?
had a really weird moment on Deadpool where he said, let's do one more take. And everyone was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then as the character, he was like horrifically mean to me. But to me,
cathartic,
as if I'm Weasel.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So he was like, what's great about you, Weasel? You're not the star, but you just, you do just enough exposition that it's funny, and then we can leave and get back to the real movie.
So he's riffing.
I've met other people that can confirm this. He did that, and it was weird.
But what went south in that moment? Did you react to it?
I just kind of listened and thought it was weird, and then I got off stage because then they finally were like, cut. And then I got off stage and I walked over and the whole crew was acting weird. And then I went up to Kate and I was like, that was weird, right? And she was like, of course it was weird. It was insane.
But did you call him out or did you have a discussion with him?
No, what would be the use of that?
And it would be so easy to deny. Like, I don't know, I'm just trying something new.
Yeah, that's why he did it like that.
The villain in this entire story is not Blake Lively. It's not Justin Baldoni, but it is Ryan Reynolds.
Candace Owens ended her thoughts by writing, "Final thoughts. I think Ryan Reynolds is unhinged. I think Blake was fine with everything in the movie she signed on for, hence not requesting an intimacy coordinator. And then all that changed the day her husband showed up to set and allegedly blew a fuse." I was scrolling on TikTok when I came across a video from the Daily Dose of Dana actually saying something very similar to what Candace Owens was saying. And I'll play that for you as well, as it's interesting that not only does she point out that Ryan is the villain in the story, but that possibly Blake fell for Justin, and to save her relationship with Ryan, she came up with these allegations against Justin Baldoni, and in turn Ryan decided to show up on set and wanted control over every aspect.
If I was a betting woman, which secretly I am, and I was in Vegas right now, and I was at the roulette table of the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, Ryan Reynolds drama, and I had to put all my money on one little square, all my money on the real theory of what really went down. Here is what it was. And I'm saying all in, okay? Teddy Mellencamp, all in on one theory. Why? Here is what it would be. My theory of what really went down was this. Blake Lively got cast in a film, It Ends With Us, with a lesser known but very talented and very kind and very handsome actor and director and producer, Justin Baldoni. Blake Lively has been an A-list, I wouldn't say A-list actually, but like a socialite and B-list actress, always on the scene up until she meets Ryan Reynolds. Doesn't have the best reputation. Go back and listen to the Beyond the Blinds episode about her. This woman is not well liked, okay, behind the scenes. Meets Ryan Reynolds, and all of a sudden is kind of like, as they say, put away, okay? She's kind of not really out there. She's somewhat in the paparazzi pictures, sometimes with Taylor Swift, but she's not really in the limelight. She's constantly having babies. She's barefoot in a house in Connecticut, just doing her little lifestyle brand, all right, a little bit with her booze company, and just, you know, in the kitchen where Ryan Reynolds, I think, secretly wants her to be. But she takes this movie, and this is going to be her way back in. She takes this movie and she decides that she's going to mistake kindness, that's Justin Baldoni's, for weakness. So she starts working with Justin Baldoni. Remember, I'm betting all my money on this, okay? She starts working with Justin Baldoni, and because he's so kind, and because he's so perceptive, and because he really wants to work in a collaborative setting, he says, Blake, I want to hear from you. I want to hear everything you want to tell me. I want every single one of your notes. Like, let's work together. And he really likes her as a person. He's kind, remember? And she's like, wow, he's amazing. And I think not secretly, I've talked about it constantly. I do believe that feelings were developed on her end, not his, on her end. And I do believe that there were some late nights working, maybe some late night exchanges on text. And I do believe he filled something for her. Shall we say something in her love tank? Now, meanwhile, at home, we have heard the rumors about Ryan Reynolds. We have heard that he is controlling. We have seen Alanis Morissette's song lyrics. We have heard from Scarlett Johansson, okay? We know who he is on set. Ryan Reynolds is not America's sweetheart like he wants us to think he is, okay? He is a little bit controlling. He doesn't want Blake Lively to be on set. Remember that. So she's having these kind of feelings, maybe. But one night, when Blake Lively is shut-eye, what if Ryan Reynolds looks at her phone and sees a text message about suppositories, just say? Late night text and says, what the fuck is this? What is this, Blake? And she says, I just, he makes me uncomfortable. He's making me uncomfortable, and he's making me feel unsafe. And he says, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm coming to set. And that's why Ryan Reynolds starts to be on set every day. And he starts to take over the movie. He starts to be there every day. He starts to be very involved. He starts to be in all the meetings. He starts to berate Justin in meetings. He starts to rewrite scenes. And then he starts to take over promo of the movie. Remember that awkward promo scene? He starts to be on all the red carpets. All of a sudden, it's not It Ends With Us. It ends with Deadpool. Okay, Ryan Reynolds is the star, the leading man of this movie. Justin Baldoni's in the basement. And Blake has no choice because she's scared of her husband. I mean, remember, I'm putting all my money in. She's scared of her husband, you know, going deeper into this, like, why are you flirting with this guy? What really happened? So she has to spin this kind of like small little, he made me uncomfortable into, well, then he did this. And then he talked about this. And then he walked in on me here. And then he did this. And then he did this. And oh my gosh, I think, you know what? He was sexually harassing me. And one little fib to maybe save herself turned into, oh my gosh, I think that this guy, you know what? He sexually harassed me. So she turned him into the abuser so that she didn't get in trouble in the marriage. And Ryan Reynolds, being who he is, as a loving husband and a controlling man, said, F that dude, F that nice pool loser, feminist loser. I'm taking him down. We're getting him. He will never work again. I want his face and his man bun out of my life. We're going to take him down. And that's what happened with It Ends With Us. And if I was going to put all my money on it, they thought that they had the last word. And unfortunately, they didn't know that Mr. Nice Pool is actually not weak. Because he may be kind, but he's not going to lay down. He's going to fight back. Because he may be nice, he may be sweet, he may be all those things, but sexual harasser, I don't think he's going to take that one lying down. So, all in on that. And I think, my friend, we may have hit jackpot. What do you guys think on my theory? Follow for more.
Now, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that Ryan Reynolds is the villain? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And for now, we'll talk later. Love you. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my small little YouTube, okay? Please and thank you.